Well,
yes
he
or
did.
no?
No, he did. He put him in position.
Okay,
but I'm all about money time. I'm all about winning time, as Magic Johnson used to say. And you know what happened over the last 7-12. Okay, so then we finally get, speaking of CJ, we get to the last shot because the Nets, as I kept telling you all week, they will not go away.
No, they play hard.
That team's got guts. It's got savvy. It's got instinct. It's got killer will in it with you know, and half the team stayed home.
Jock Vaughn had him playing well.
He did.
He's going to get some serious consideration for the head coaching job.
And we're going to talk about this later, but there's this guy named Durant and there's this guy named Irving who obviously did not come to the bubble, and they are really good at what they do. And if you throw them into the mix and you throw Dinwiddie, who averaged 21 a game, back into the mix, and Taurean Prince and DeAndre Jordan and Wilson Chandler, all of a sudden you've got a basketball team, right? You got a contender for the East. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But we come to the last play of the game now. And again, on Inside the NBA, TNT, Charles Barkley's predicting Portland, but they were just killing them for not playing any defense because this was a shootout. And Portland has never been accused of playing a whole lot of defense.
Their defense is their offense.
I got it. But to CJ's credit, he sucked it up and gutsed it up and savvied it up at the end of the game. And he said, I got him. I got Karis LeVert because you knew what was coming.
Yes.
Karis is going to work on him. And Karis wants to get to his spot in the lane. He needs 8 feet, 6 feet, 5 feet, or maybe even to attack the rim if he feels like he's got a highway to the basket.
Right.
And what did CJ do on this last play, if we could see it? He denied him the lane. It was hellacious good defense by a bad defensive team. This is strong. And he forced him into a step-back, fall-away jump shot that Karis did not want to take and didn't take, to me, with much conviction. He didn't shoot it like he meant it.
I don't like the last possession, Skip. You got 19 seconds.
Yep.
He spent 13 of those seconds
just dribbling.
Skip, if that's me, I'm going to make you come down and beat me, because if I can't tie you, I'm gonna try to get a bucket quick, foul you, and make you make the free throws and then get another crack at it. I'm not gonna dribble all the way down to 13, all the way down to 14 seconds, and then go.
All right. But he had been pretty special himself through that game. He'd made 16 of 29 shots. He had 37 of his own points.
Right.
So he had been matching CJ pretty much shot for shot.
Skip, he was getting 2 feet, 3 feet, 4 foot from the lane at will against everybody.
He did.
So why would you all of a sudden say, you know what, I'm going to dribble, and then I'm going to take a 15-footer or 18-footer? What you've been getting 6 feet from the basket all night long.
Okay, but CJ denied that. He took those little lanes away on both sides. He tried to go right. He tried to go left. He couldn't find an escape hatch. He couldn't get free, and he pulled up and took a shot he was not thinking about taking, and he clanked it pretty badly. It didn't have that much of a shot of going in.
Right.
And you survived.
Yeah, but Skip, I'm going to have to disagree with you, because here's the thing when you talk about Dame. Now, remember, at the start of the fourth quarter, they're down by 7 points. Down by 7.
Yep.
Dame scores 12. He assists 4. And over the final 4 minutes of the ball game, he has 3 assists. One to Carmelo for a big 3, a layup to Nurkic, and Gary Trent Jr. You mentioned that 3. You see what you do? What I see, and a lot of people see, when a great player has a historic game, and all of a sudden he doesn't take the shot to put him ahead or win the game, you always say,
wait, who are a lot of people?
A lot of people.
Three people on Twitter?
No.
I don't know who they are.
No, a lot of people.
Can we name some names?
No, I ain't giving no name. That's confidential information. I don't dry snitch like you.
Okay.
Because you gave out confidential information that you would Dame talk.
No, he did.
No,
he was the one who went public with our private conversation. He tweeted it.
What did you do? What did you do? CJ made 1 bucket at the end.
It was the bucket.
CJ saved Dame's bacon.
Well, was that not the winning shot?
CJ saved his bacon. Just like Ray Allen saved his bacon, just like Kyrie saved his bacon. But you said something very interesting about 4 minutes ago. You said, Dame, if you're that guy, traps and double teams should have no effect. So why did Michael Jordan get past the bad boy Pistons the first 3 times?
Because they were so deep and so mentally tough, and they had so many dogs on that team. They had 10 dogs.
He's the GOAT.
Because the rules were so different. You could play football instead of basketball, and you could rough him up and knock him down. Their motto was, don't let him launch. Once he goes up in the air with the basketball, you're done. It's over. Just keep him on the floor.
The Nets' motto was anybody else other than Dame. So we're going to put the ball in Gary Trent's junior hand. CJ, do what you need to do. Nurkic, Melo, Zach Collins, anybody other than Dame. So they started trapping him. And the first clean look he got, so he dribbles one pass because the rookie's falling asleep because he's telling Temple, is that, man, I got two guys. He says, I don't care. If Dame has the ball, he's going to shoot it. So he's the most important, not these other two guys. Don't worry about them. Worry about Dame. The last 4 minutes, Skip, and that's the thing that what I try to, when we talk about receivers, you have to understand that you can add value other than catching passes, other than catching touchdowns. Sometimes you can block. And that's important. And what Dame did, he realized, you know what? I might not score, but let me facilitate the offense. Let me get Gary Trent a clean look. Let me get Carmelo a clean look. Let me get Nurkic a layup. He did that, Skip. How you find fault. And what transpired, he goes 13 of 22. 13 of 22. Really?
Help me out. How many field goals did he score in the last 7-12 of a shootout? Help me out. Just help me out. I'm just asking a question.
See, that's ridiculous.
Did I fabricate that? Did I exaggerate that? Did I make it up?
But see, that's
you're acting like I made that up.
No, you didn't. But let me ask you a question. When Malcolm Butler made that pick, what role did Tom Brady play in that? But you give Tom Brady credit.
What does that mean? Tom Brady can't play defense.
Skip.
They don't go both ways in football anymore. They used to.
My point is that you always find, look, I can go back in history of the time.
I started this off. My soliloquy began with, you have proclaimed him a superstar. You gave him an A with 50 pluses. You said special. You said spectacular. And all I know is the game I watched, he went 7 minutes and 12 seconds making 3 free throws he did not deserve. That's what I saw.
No. Hold on. He deserved them. He deserved them. He got fouled.
No, he didn't get fouled. That's just silly. That's just like...
Did they call a foul, Skip?
Well, come on. Even you would agree. That's as ticky-tack as you can get. From behind, barely touching him from behind, because you're trying to pull up so you don't touch him at all.
Well, don't get close because you know Dame is great at drawing those. He gets a lot of 4-point plays because what he'll do, he'll stop his dribble, let you run into him, and launch the ball, end up making it, or he's going to get 3 free throw attempts. But Skip, he did other things other than score that aided this win.
I don't know that they were superstar things, but they were good things. I agree with you.
So let me ask you a question. When Magic Johnson assists, he's a superstar, right? It might be just a layoff to Kareem to throw the sky hook. But you now all of a sudden, it's got to be superstars. It's got to be behind his back, between his legs, bounce the ball off his head.
Was Magic the best three-point shooter in basketball? Was Magic shooting from the logo?
No. So are you saying Dame? So are you saying Dame?
I mean, Magic came into the league with no jump shot. He's got like he sort of worked on a set shot from 3.
You gotta have a little push shot. But Skip, here's the thing, and I don't want people to try to confuse. I'm not trying to say Dame is the equivalent of Michael Jordan, but all I'm saying, if we're measuring, can we use the same measure? Can we use the same ruler? That's all I'm asking. If we measure, if a foot's a foot, let it be a foot. If 2 feet, 2 feet, let it be that.
I'm just measuring by superstar standards, and I gave him a B+, which is still a very good grade.
Skip, they won the game because of the 42. If Dame Lillard does not go bonkers again, are they winning that game?
Probably not, because he's mostly their whole show. But they were very fortunate. They got big contributions from Trent Jr. and CJ down the stretch. And they tried to push the Melo button one last time because he's made a lot of big shots for this team, and he's going to have to make a lot of more shots against LeBron, one of his closest
That 3 was huge. That was his first 3. That was his only 3.
By the way, I think we have this, but with 24 seconds left, he got the chance to shoot the dagger. This would have been the knockdown, drag-out dagger. Do we have this play? Here's the play. Whoops, that's not the right one. We're almost there. Whoops, I don't know what that is. Okay, here we go. So Dame drives and kicks it to Melo. And, you know, silly me, I thought that the superstar, I think he went LeBron on that play because I thought he could have just gone straight up and gotten fouled. Is there a better free throw shooter than Damian Lillard?
Skip. He got 6'10". Jared Allen, who's one of the best shot blockers.
You just got the worst ticky-tack foul call you'll ever see. Just drive it.
Skip.
Just go right into it. Just go to the free throw line.
Hold on. Here's a guy that's 6 foot tall. You want him to go up over a guy that's in front of him. A 6'10" shot blocker is trailing him. Pass that up. Pass open a wide open Melo.
Could have pulled up and gone Karis LeVert and just shot a 5-footer and just swished it. Could have done that.
He should have just pulled up and shot. Now,
Okay.
See, it's never gonna be good enough. It's never gonna be good enough.
You called him superstar.
Yes!
I'm grading by the hardest curve.
Okay, so
that's
let
what it
me
is.
ask you a question.
Yep.
Was Michael Jordan a superstar when he passed the ball to Steve Kerr? Yes or no?
Yeah, he was a super duper. He was the all-timer.
Why did